Hello guys, it's Dale here with weekly trading ideas for this week starting today, the 1st of August 2022. Before I go into the trading ideas, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest was Flexible Volume Profile Indicator for MetaTrader 4 platform. And right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner. And what I'll do is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing you need to do to participate is just to leave a comment below this video that I'll upload on YouTube. And next week in the next video, I'll randomly pick one person to win my volume profile indicator. Alright, so that's about that. That's about the contest. Let's now check out the charts and the trading ideas. The first one is going to be on the Australian dollar Swiss franc. So that's what you see before you, Australian dollar Swiss franc, 30-minute chart. And what I want to talk about is this resistance, which is at 0.6705. Now, if you look at volume profile from a previous week, that's the gray volume profile in here. That's a cumulative profile from the previous week, and the heaviest volumes throughout the whole previous week were traded right there in this area, right? So this is the most important zone from the previous week. Also, there was a very strong selling activity starting from this heavy volume zone. This is a heavy volume zone from which very strong selling activity started. Now, what this is telling us is that strong sellers were building up their shorts in here, and afterwards they pushed the price aggressively downwards, right? So this is telling us that this is an important zone for the sellers, and that zone begins in here. What you can also do is you can also use the profile like this, and it will show you all the volumes in this zone. Either way, it points to this heavy volume area, and that heavy volume area begins in here. And this is basically telling us that the sellers were active here, and then they pushed the price downwards. And those sellers should be active here again when there's a pullback. So when there is a pullback at some point in the future, then it is likely that the price will react there and that it will work as a resistance. Right? Because those sellers should defend their shorts, defend this important area. And as I was saying, there's also the point of control from the previous week, which adds strength to our resistance, right? Because it nicely aligns with this heavy volume area and with that level we have there. So that's for the Australian dollar Swiss franc. This is the resistance. Let's now move on. And let's check out another trading idea, and the next one will be on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So this is a 30-minute chart of the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. And what I have in here is a setup which is called the trend setup. I use it when there's a trend like, for example, in here. What I want to see is significant volume cluster within the trend. So if I move the volume profile over this trend area, then you can see that there are a couple of significant volume clusters. There was this one, it got tested right there with this reaction. Then there was another one in here, which got tested in here. And then there's another one, but this one hasn't been tested yet, right? The price hasn't made a pullback to it yet. So it is still good to trade, right? It hasn't been tested yet. What this volume cluster is telling us that sellers were pushing the price downwards in that downtrend were active here, and they were adding to their short positions there, right? So this is what that volume cluster is telling us, and that's why it should work as a strong resistance, because sellers from this place should defend this resistance where they placed a lot of their shorts, and they should try and push the price downwards from there again, right? So this is the reasoning behind the trend setup and this volume cluster and the resistance. And there's also one thing that I like about it, about this resistance, and the thing is that the price reacted to it in here pretty nicely, which means that it worked as a support, right? And when the support got breached in here, when the price went past it, it became a resistance, right? So this is a price action setup which confirms and nicely aligns with that volume profile setup. Both point to this level. For that reason, I think that there'll be a reaction, right? So that's the resistance on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. It is at 1.1146. Now let's move on and let's switch to another chart. And the next one will be the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So what I want to talk about in here are two day trading resistances. The first one is at 104.06. The second one is at 105.64. So let's first talk about the first one, 104.06. This one is based on this heavy volume activity, which took place before this aggressive sell-off earlier today. This is telling us that sellers were building up their short positions here, and then they pushed the price downwards. Those sellers should consider this level an important one because they placed their shorts there, a lot of their shorts there, and they should defend it when there's a pullback to it. So if we wait for a pullback to this level, then the sellers should become active and they should push the price downwards from there, right? So that's the first resistance. The setup is called the volume accumulation setup. The second one, the second level, is also based on volume accumulation setup, and it's very similar. The logic is very similar as this lower level at 104.06. This one is based on volumes in this rotation area. Those are the heavy volumes from which strong selling activity started. All right, so again, this zone is an important zone for sellers who are building up their shorts there, and then they push the price downwards from there. Right, so this is an important zone for those sellers. That zone begins in here at 105.64. When there's a pullback, then I expect those sellers to become active again, to start defending this heavy volume zone and to push the price downwards from there again, right? So this is another day trading resistance. Now, if you guys are interested in learning more about trading with volume profile, and if you would like to trade alongside me every day, then what I recommend is checking my website. It's trader-dale.com. This is it. This is the page. And what I recommend checking out is the trading course and tools. So you click that, scroll down a bit, and this is what I recommend. I recommend the Elite Pack. It is a recommended trading pack which will teach you how to trade with a volume profile. There is a video which you can watch and that will show you everything that you'll be getting. In short, you'll be getting a video course, you'll be getting my personal trading levels, you'll be getting those every day. So this is basically a signal service and you can use it to trade with me every day. You will also get my volume profile pack, which is pack of my custom-made volume profile indicators, and you'll get also a couple of bonuses. There's also a free tech support, which means that our tech team will install my preferred NinjaTrader 8 platform into your computer with all indicators, my workspaces that I use for my everyday trading. They connect you to data feed. They'll do it completely for free. So you can focus on learning how to trade and on your own trading rather than reading manuals and setting everything up yourself. So that's about that. That's the recommended training pack. I was running a sale on that pack and that sale officially ended yesterday, but my web guy hasn't changed the pricing yet. So if you are quick, I think you still have a couple of hours before he raises the price again. But until he does that, you should still be able to get the pack discounted only for $3.97. Alright, so yeah, that's about that. That's about today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found it useful. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you in some next video or in our members area. And until then, happy trading.